Hey guys, this is Matt from Empire FX. I'm going to be bringing you guys a video today on a couple of crypto coins that we're looking to buy in the next week or so. So we're going to start bringing you guys some weekly videos about crypto, so we call Crypto Empire. But yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. We've been in crypto since about 2017. So we're showing you some passive income that we've set up through crypto, new projects we've got coming up, and yeah, we'll start giving you guys a weekly update on that. We've also got a Discord channel that we've got that will be going into a bit more detail and everything and showing guys how to actually purchase everything and set up wallets and things like that. But yeah, we're making sure we bring out a bit more content on YouTube and show you guys what we're getting on and things like that. And yeah, so you can sort of see our mindset and what we sort of look for. So main things we're going to show you today is we're going to show you this Velhalla, and we're going to show you a metaverse IDO launch platform. So these are two tokens that we're going to be buying soon, and you should be making a minimum of 100x returns on each of these tokens. Okay, now 100x returns sounds stupid, but the only catch with these are you're going to have limited funds that you can put on. So you can't go out there and dump 10 grand on these. You're only going to be able to put a couple $100s on, and to buy them, you've got to outlay a bit of money to get onto other launch pads, but we'll get into that soon. So to start with, let's have a look at this Valhalla, show you what it is, and so you can understand why we think this is going to be a 100x token. All right, so we're going to play you the intro video now to have a look at, and then after that, I'll take you over the website and we'll dig into it.
That we could be frozen in time before the dust was setting in. Wish our love was frozen in time.
Alright, so now that you've seen the video, hopefully you can see why we think this game is going to blow up. Okay, anything that can look that good in a marketing video, that's all you need. Alright, so let's have a look here. So Valhalla Metaverse, as you know, since Facebook's changed their name to Meta, anything gaming and Metaverse is just going absolutely nuts right now. So it's going to be a play to earn, going to earn tokens, NFTs. It's partnered by Bluezilla, okay, so we'll touch on these guys in a bit, but these guys are behind all the big launch pads, right? They're marketing powerhouse. Anything they're affiliated with, you know it's usually going to be pretty good. Okay, so what is Valhalla? Valhalla is a metaverse unlike any other out there on the market. It will allow its users to immerse themselves in a new universe driven by the WHITELIST blockchain. They can perform a wide range of actions, purchase and sell, so virtual land, that's a big thing, outfit characters, and much more. Okay, and this is going to be the first metaverse game on the WHITELIST blockchain too. So anyone looking at the WHITELIST blockchain is going to notice this, and it should create a fair bit of hype and drive around that too. Okay, so SCAR is a digital asset. Valhalla is built on the WHITELIST blockchain. Okay, and the tokenomics about it. Okay, so this is why you're going to get such a big return, guys. So public sale price. So you're going to get it at 0.1 of a cent, okay? And the initial market cap is only going to be 150,000, okay? So when it first launches, 150,000 times 100, it's only a $15 million market cap, okay? That is tiny. For any metaverse game, they do a good bit of marketing, release some of those promo videos out, get a bit of hype. A $15 million market cap is absolutely nothing in crypto, right? So you could potentially get a few 100x on this, guys, okay? 100x is just what we're saying as a pretty realistic target, okay? You should really do well more than 100x on this, all right? So token allocation, so teams only got 15%, advisors, liquidity, ecosystem 20, reserve, and then here is your IDO allocations. So VLXPad, Gamezone, but they have also actually just announced an IDO allocation for NFT Launch. So another Launchpad as well, which we'll touch on because that's the cheapest way to buy it currently is through NFT Launch, right? But yeah, hopefully you can see why this is going to 100x, right? Any metaverse game that's got $150,000 market cap, no brainer. This thing is going to go through the roof, right? So let's talk about how to buy it. So there's a couple of ways that you can buy it, okay? You can buy it on Gamezone. So this is a Launchpad. This is owned by Bluezilla as well. So these are a few recent games that they've launched. Okay, so if we go over to the Gamezone Twitter, you'll see that these have all done about 50x. Okay, this did about 150x, came down to 60x. This is sitting at about 18 or 20x, but peaked at 50, and I think this did similar as well. Okay, so we're all gone. All right, so let's go to Gamezone. So to buy this, you've got a few different ways. If you have 1,000 of them, you get in the lottery. If you have 20,000 of them, you get a guaranteed allocation, right? So you're going to need 20,000 tokens, stake them, do your KYC. That means you get a guaranteed allocation into this IDO and also into the next one they're going to talk about too, right? And now the price of Gamezone at the moment is sitting about 87 cents US. So it's going to cost you, about 18 grand to get a guaranteed allocation. So it's not cheap, right? But if you can't afford that, get 1,000 of them, go in the lottery, see how you go. Or the other cheapest way to get into it is this platform, NFT Launch. So this is owned by Bluezilla as well. Was originally only going to be for NFTs, but since Ethereum gas fees went nuts, they had to change. They weren't doing many NFT drops. People sort of complained about it on Twitter, and now they're doing IDOs as well. Okay, so you can see here, 20,000 of these gets you a guaranteed spot. If you get 60,000, you get more of them, but these are only 25 cents, right? So about 5 grand US, bit over, and you can get a guaranteed spot. So this is the cheapest way to get in it, okay? And this market cap is only 33 million at the moment. The diluted's bigger, but the current market cap's a lot smaller. So if these guys keep pumping out good IDOs, they're going to go through the roof as well, because BSCPad, the cheapest lottery, or the cheapest non-lottery token. So second link to acquire guaranteed allocation seats is the first one, 10,000 as well as those. BSPpad's $2.34. So it's going to cost you 24 grand to get a guaranteed allocation. Okay, same as VELHALLA. This is another platform that does IDO. So they're doing the same game. They're doing that Valhalla game, and they're doing the metaverse. 20,000 you got to stake. They're at $1.12. So it's pretty much 20 grand US to get into this, guaranteed, unless you go to NFT Launch, right? So NFT Launch, you can currently get it for about a quarter of the price. So I would expect this price to go up quite significantly as people start to realize that the cheapest way to get into these platforms and to get into these IDO launches is by buying NFT Launch, right? Okay, so now we've touched on that Valhalla game. I want to touch on the next token that we've got coming out, which you can buy through the same one. You can get on it on Gamezone, get on NFT Launch as well, right? This is the metaverse, okay? Now this token is going to go through the roof, right? This is the main one that we are basically buying these for and want to get on it for, right? It's Metapad. So they're up to, these are pretty new. They're already up to 33,000 followers on Twitter, right? So as you can see here, what they're going to do is they're going to be the same thing as what Gamezone and NFT Launch are. They're going to be an IDO platform to launch metaverse games and applications from, all right? So you can imagine the sort of projects they're going to bring out and the sort of money that you're going to make getting on these projects. Okay, so once this is up and running, that'll be the similar thing. You're probably going to need, say, around 20,000 of them to get guaranteed allocations, and the buy-in for that is probably going to be about 20 grand. Right, so by getting in these IDOs now, you're not only going to make a heap of money on Valhalla, make a heap of money on Metapad, but then you should hopefully have enough to then get guaranteed allocations on Metapad and make even more money that way. All right. This is Metapad. So building the metaverse one block at a time. All right. Filling the metaverse, create economies. All right. Hub a platform. So they're going to be doing it across multiple platforms and protocols. Okay, so it's not just you're not just buying a launchpad for one protocol. You're buying the launchpad that should be spread out across multiple protocols. All right. All right, you guys have a look at this, okay? And then all these launch pads that Bluezilla do as well, they've got similar tokenomics. So they're all deflationary. So you should actually make money on all the IDO platform tokens as well, right? Because you can stake them, and when you stake them, you actually get an APY. So you get paid more tokens while you're staked, and you have to be staked to be able to get into all these token sales, right? But every time there's a sale, all platforms have a similar thing. 7.5 of the fees, and this will be rewarded to the stakers, and 2.5% will be burned forever. So every time someone does a sale transaction, 2.5% of whatever's sold will be burnt, making the coin deflationary, and 7.5% of that gets rewarded to the stakers. That's where the APY comes from. Okay, so you can imagine if you just buy this and hold this, and they keep pumping out launchpads, they keep pumping out all these good IDOs. It's going to get more and more expensive to buy into these launch pads, and you're going to keep making APY, which you then use those tokens that you're making to keep making money off buying into everything. All right. Initial market cap. Look at that, $170,000 US. That is the initial market cap. All right, let's have a look at Gamezone. Look at their current market cap, 55 million. Okay. So if we go 55 million divided by 55 million divided by 170,000, 323x. Okay, so that is some ridiculous gains that we should be getting. Okay, obviously the diluted market cap is bigger, but yeah, you should be looking at easy 100x plus, because the initial market cap is so low, and everyone is going to want to buy into these so that they can then do the IDOs on this platform. All right, now let's quickly touch on Bluezilla. So this is Bluezilla, okay, 210,000 followers. So between the Bluezilla Twitter, the Gamezone Twitter, the Metapad Twitter, between all those social medias, they've just got such a big reach. Whenever they're putting out new projects, new games, it's so easy for them to build hype and pump out good marketing content and things like that. Okay, so that's why we want to focus on all of these launchpads that are done by Bluezilla, because they've just got the good track record. Okay, so the Bluezilla site. So if we scroll down, so these are all the launchpads, okay, that they've done. Right. Let's look at that. Astra Swap Launchpad, 527x. KSC, ADA, Velhalla, TronPad. Okay. So you can see here, I haven't updated this. 194x. Oh yeah, because it goes off token price in my cap. So as you can see, all of these, NFT Launch, 125x. So you're imagining at least 100x, potentially 200x, 300x, we should be getting on that metaverse IDO. Right? And then once you're in the circle, and once you own a few of these launch pads, you can then get on the next launch pad and the next launch pad. So you've got to outlay a bit of money initially, but once you're in, you can just keep buying into all the different launch pads, and you'll be spread over everything, and you should be able to make some really good profits. All right. Now, won't go into too much detail, but I'll just quickly touch on a few of the other games that are coming out on Gamezone. So this is another one, Opera Origins. Okay, this is just another PT metaverse game here. All right, so this one's getting launched on Gamezone, and then this Polygon as well. This is getting launched on Gamezone as well. All right, so if you buy Gamezone, get on the Valhalla, you get on Metaverse, get on Polygon, and you can also get on Opera Origins. Okay, but they've also just recently done 3, got these 4 announced, and they're just going to keep pumping them out. All right, so the earlier you get on Gamezone, the quicker you're going to get your money back and make a bit of profit by getting on all of these IDOs. So yeah, guys, hopefully you learned something about from this. Hopefully you're just as excited about all these projects as we are. Yeah, so just remember NFT Launch, that's the cheapest way to get 20,000 tokens to get a guaranteed allocation. Gamezone, if you want to focus on more of all this, the gaming stuff, then get this as well, or maybe just buy this one. And yeah, if you don't have the sort of money to buy into that, you can't pull with mates, then you're just gonna have to buy 1,000 of these and go into the lottery. Okay, Gamezone's the only one that is offering the lottery to get on the Valhalla. To make it on the metaverse, you can get on the BSC pad lottery, but your best bet's probably get on this, get on the lottery for this, and yeah, see how you go. All right, well, thanks, guys. We'll keep you updated on how it goes and what else comes out. But yeah, this is our most recent purchases, was getting in this. I managed to get this at about 9 cents the other day as soon as I did the announcement. So it's all spiked up because someone must have got some super bad slippage here the other day. But anyway, this was sitting at 6, 7 cents. They did that announcement, popped up to 9. I saw that on Twitter. That's when I bought in and got our big chunk. So already sitting in decent profit on that. And then yeah, Gamezone, back up to 87, 90 cents. Yeah, we jumped on this the other day when the Valhalla came out. And yeah, I managed to get this at, about here, about 70 cents. So we've made a little bit on that as well. So yeah, guys, hope we should see all these prices push up and should make a bit of money on all these IDOs. And yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll let you guys know what the next things are we're looking at. All right, thanks, guys.